And they kissed and lived happily ever after. The end. I could bet you have at least heard this phrase twice in your life, right? All romantic stories ends with that iconic kiss between the boy and the girl. It's such a cliche. But is it actually really true? People say that Cinderella's story just ended with a bad divorce, or let's take Shakespeare's example, Romeo and Juliet. As we know, they felt true love to each other. They were soulmates, but they had an obstacle in their relationship. They had families that were enemies to each other, so one day Juliet drank something that got her in a coma, and Romeo thought she was dead, so he poisoned himself. Then magically, Juliet woke up and watched Romeo in the floor death. And the story ends with those deaths. But they die for each other, right? They die for love. Well, so let's analyze a little bit this word love. For all of us, maybe love means liking someone, right? For my friends, love is like the Lightning McQueen. They are McQueen and the prize is love. And they prefer helping others to achieve that love rather than them to achieve that love first. Floating Gandhi said that love is the joy of the good, the reflection of the wise, the wonder of unbelievably. Love never demands, it always gives. Love tolerates, never rates. The greatest declaration of love is that which is not made. None feels much and speaks little. But let's see what Google says. So for Google, love is that intense feeling of deep attraction to someone, something, or somewhere. But is Google right? And if is it, when the hell you know you're falling in love? Hi, my name is Maria de Los Angeles Loaiza, and first I want to say what does love mean to me. Actually, love is that intense feeling of deep attraction to someone, something, or somewhere. Your best friend, your family, your friends, and obviously your crush. Love is that intense and annoying feeling of butterflies in your stomach, or when you eat that horrible bipolarity, when the feeling extremely heavy, and the next day feeling like the whole world is over and feeling that everything sucks. And yeah, actually, both are right, because that's feeling love. But there's more than feeling that attachment to someone or feeling worthless 24/7. There are people that say that they're falling in love, but they can't wish that feeling either to their enemies. And others, like my friends, said that they enjoy feeling love because it's like the feeling that you get when a dog licks your face or the skies go from gray to a baby blue. And both are right because as we are humans, we have different conceptions, opinions, and conceptions of the words. So these of two are what I call happy love and sad love. So what's happy love? Happy love is like those stories that our parents or us used to read when we were children. Stories such as Cinderella, Snow White, The Beauty and the Beast. Sleeping Beauty cannot miss in this list. But they're just some fairy tales, right? Let's go through something more for teens, for us, like Told the Voice I Have Loved Before. This is a story talking about a girl that has some secret letters that she have written once. But one day her secret letters are mailed, and suddenly Lara Jean's love life goes through imaginary to out of control. And the story ends with her going 3,000 miles away from Peter, her boyfriend that she gets to know because of these briefs. And they're living in a long-distance relationship, yeah, but they're really, really happy and they enjoy it because, as she says, you know what 3,000 miles away are perfect for? For writing love letters, and that's basically what the story is about. Let's go through another example. So this example is really, really, really special to me because it's my favorite book ever. It's called Boulevard. It takes place in Australia. It's about Lee Weigel and Luke Holland that get to know each other in the terrace of the college. And they become friends and lovers, and I don't want to spoil it twice, so I would just say that it had a sad ending. And I love this story because it makes you feel a lot of emotions at the same time, and it shows what life really is, that all romantic stories not always ends with a cute kiss between the principal characters. And this is what I call, ladies and gentlemen, sad love. So there are plenty and many types of sad love, but here are the main ones. The first one is when he betrays you. Betrays your confidence, betrays your friendship. And I have seen a lot of teenagers and friends of mine that when they're in that you betray me mood, they hear Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo 24/7. The other type of sad love is that which is called broken hearts. And I could bet you have maybe experienced it once or you have heard it from a friend of you. You love him, but he don't love you. Once you two make eye contact and keep staring at each other, you see those pretty, beautiful, and cute eyes, you feel almost in heaven because you feel really, really nice. But all of that happiness ends when the races start. Because there is when you see them hugging and talking and hearing all the voices at school saying, oh, they're really cute together, or oh, they're a really good couple. And yeah, maybe, but just maybe, they're really, really cute together. But let's return to our point. You feel devastated. You feel like someone just punched you in the heart so hard that you could barely breathe. And remember those butterflies, right? You don't feel them anymore because they have just died. You feel broken, and there's a moment when you think only love can hurt like this. There's a moment when you ask, why is Cupid such an asshole? Why do we need to fall in love with this dude? There's a moment when you feel in a boulevard of broken dreams. And then, why do we need to fall in love? And who the heck created this horrible feeling? And I think you'll understand me since I was too sick to who was the idiot who created love and why. And actually, I found much interesting stuff like that love is a connection. A connection made up of a series of positive emotions that you share with other person at various times a day. Hence, why do you have feelings for a completely stranger, or why there is a love at first sight? But I still prefer the Plato theory. He said once that when we came into this world, we were placed with someone else in the side. And we were so happy that one day, Zeus woke up because of this noise. And he got mad, then he separated us from our soulmates. Since then, we have been loving because in the bottom of our hearts, we know that one day we will find our lost part in this huge universe. Anywho, there was a time a friend of mine had a boyfriend and she was just to do 1 year with him, but then he broke up with her. And ma'am, I know it's difficult, I know it's harsh, and you have just two options. Just turn the page and say, screw the jerk, or you could cry for him. You could lock in your bedroom with 100 chocolate Politos per day, and then the whole Harry Potter's marathon, and also 10 Netflix series in a week. Or you could just travel to the beach, go to the cinema, go skating, or much simple. You could spend time alone doing what you like the most, because you don't need to be afraid of feeling lonely. Actually, when you're lonely, you'll learn new stuff about yourself. You'll learn to admire the beauty of our planet and to enjoy those tiny details, those tiny things that makes you smile. In few words, you could be alone and happy without getting a dude to enter in your life and make it a bullshit. And ma'am, when I mean don't cry for him, I mean don't cry for him. I don't mean to do those popular challenges or breakup glow-ups, because most of people say that it's for self-love, but it seems really suspicious because they say, okay, I'm gonna dye my hair, maybe put some extensions, do my nails, etc, etc, etc. And ma'am, changing the way you are doesn't make a difference, and I can bet you that. Because we live in a society where people can't be themselves, where they get afraid of being lonely because of being judged or just don't fit in it. And maybe you could take that in your advantage, because people are focusing too much and wasting all of their energy thinking about what others think about them. So it doesn't matter if you did ridiculous in front of your classmates, they're not gonna notice it. So it doesn't matter in which type of sad love or happy love you are, try always to be yourself and take your own decisions. Because you don't need to fit in the perfect stereotype of the perfect couple. Because we're not perfect, we're humans, and that's what makes us special. That's what makes us different. And you don't find your soulmate yet, but I swear your Prince Charming is someplace in this huge universe just waiting for you. Because, as Plato said, our last soulmate is in this universe. That means that we just need to find him. And maybe it has always been like people said. Love was created by someone with his eyes closed. That's why all of us in love are blind. And with this huge explanation of love, we have understood that there's actually another ending, our own ending. That it could be, and they kiss, or not, and still live happily ever after. The end. Thank you.